The Dakar Rally, known as the world's toughest motor race. It pushes thousands of the biggest thrill seekers across the globe to the limits of human and machine capabilities. Its terrain is treacherous, its demands are relentless, and only a precious few can claim to have successfully rallied the Saudi Arabian desert dunes.
It just blows your mind when you see it.
Murmungee's David Brock is just a couple of months retired from 30 years as a firefighter in the northeast region. In his first major expedition, 2 weeks in the Dakar Rally on his KTM 450.
Yeah, I didn't really know what that thing was that I needed, but turned out that when I went to visit Dakar, that was it. So this is it.
A motorbike lover since 15, Dave ticked off a bucket list item 3 years ago when he went and saw the rally, but never in his wildest dreams did he ever think of competing.
We noticed that the back markers, the guys in the middle of the field and towards the end of the field were probably, guys of a similar age. It got me thinking just about that might have, whether that may have been an achievable thing for me to participate in.
Over the past 18 months, Dave set out to complete one of the most demanding challenges in the world, requiring an intense engineering and personal obsession just to qualify.
It's a huge thing to undertake, but it's also that just the way it all sort of operates is mind-blowing. If I hadn't been there before, I think I'd be well and truly on the back foot.
Step one was to learn the game. Dave took a specialised course in Europe on how to read rally road books. Road books come with their own language and signals displayed on a map riders must follow. They're hard enough to read sitting at a coffee table, let alone flying 100 kilometres an hour through the Saudi Arabian dunes.
They're very unique. A road book isn't like following a line on a map. It's a series of instructions about what you're going to encounter and where you need to turn, what sort of hazards you might have along the way.
And after 300 metres, you need to be turning towards the left.
Yeah, anything else that might be relevant for you to be able to find your way. You don't know where you're headed necessarily. In fact, most cases you might know where you start from and where you finish, but you won't know how you're supposed to get there.
Just one miscue or one wrong turn could end your rally hopes.
So you have to obviously keep an eye on the road book, you need to keep an eye on your trip, and you need to be able to keep an eye on your electronic compass.
Then there's an extreme focus on health and fitness to withstand the 14 straight days of off-road endurance. Lucky for Dave, his wife Cynthia has been by his side in every step of the journey and will be part of his team in Dakar, helping with nutrition.
All different design. They're forced athletes, obviously, and they're designed in ways for different speeds of absorption. So because this is basically pure carbohydrate straight in liquid, it absorbs very quickly. It is really exciting to be coming to this point because it's the combination of an enormous amount of work and energy and sort of, in a way, sacrifice, I suppose, over the last couple of years. There's lots of things that we haven't done because this has been the priority. So.
And last but not least is miles and miles of training on the bike. Using the rocks and hills not far from home, in the white sands of Western Victoria, Dave has tried to emulate the varying and challenging terrains that will be thrown at him.
As the best way to lead up to an event, that's actually what it's all about. I'm fairly determined to push through all those difficulties because I know I'm going to need to do that in the event.
Following an extensive lead-in, Dave impressed in one of the big Saudi Arabian qualifiers, finishing second in the veterans class to earn his ticket to Dakar. He will be just one of 2 Aussies competing on the bikes. The other is the rally's reigning champion, Daniel Sanders. But for the 55-year-old Murmungee retiree, making it to the finish line will make him a champion in all rights.
Yeah, I really want to finish. I don't have a position in mind. I'm not fussed at all about that. Obviously, you always want to do the best you can, and I'll to do that. But my goals are to finish safely, not make too many mistakes, hopefully, and try not to pick up too many injuries as well.
Bailey Zimmerman, Wangaratta Chronicle.